Habits shape your destiny. What is the one habit or pattern that changes everything? Actually lead into this question, by the way. Habits shape your destiny. Your destiny isn't a matter of luck or chance. It's a matter of choice. And that choice lies in the habits you cultivate every single day. Imagine your life as a ship, and your habits are the small adjustments to the rudder that determine where you'll land in the future. A tiny change today, repeated consistently over time, can lead to a completely different destination years down the line. The truth is, your life doesn't change because of a single monumental decision. It changes because of the small, seemingly insignificant actions you take day after day. These actions compound. If you're saving a little bit of money daily, you build wealth over time. If you neglect your health with poor choices, the consequences might not show up immediately, but they inevitably will. Habits are the invisible architecture of your life. They dictate how you respond to challenges, how you show up in your relationships, and how you pursue your goals. Good habits elevate you. They act as a ladder, taking you higher and closer to your dreams. Bad habits, on the other hand, are a trap door. They pull you down, often so subtly that you don't notice until it's too late. But here's the empowering truth. You are in control. You can design your habits the same way an architect designs a building, with intention, precision, and vision. Start by asking yourself, who do I want to become? Not just what you want to achieve, but who you want to be. Once you have that vision, align your habits with it. For example, if you want to be healthy, what habits would a healthy person have? If you want to be financially secure, what daily actions would someone who values financial security take? Here's the secret. Habits are easier to build when they're tied to a purpose greater than yourself. If you're just exercising because you feel like you should, it's easy to quit. But if you're exercising because you want to be alive and healthy, to play with your kids or grandchildren, that's a purpose worth committing to. It's also crucial to understand that the habits you choose today are not just about you. They ripple out into the lives of those around you. If you build a habit of kindness, it will inspire others to do the same. If you cultivate discipline, your family, team, or community will see that discipline and be influenced by it. So how do you shape habits that serve your destiny? Start small, but think big. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Instead, focus on one or two key habits that will have the most significant impact. Commit to practicing them every day. It might feel difficult at first, but habits are like muscles. The more you work them, the stronger they get. Remember, the path to greatness isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. You might stumble along the way. That's okay. What matters is that you get back up and keep moving forward. As you walk off this stage today, I want you to remember this. Your habits are the compass of your life. They point you toward your future. Choose them wisely, nurture them consistently, and they will take you exactly where you're meant to go. Awareness is the first step. Change begins with awareness. You can't fix a problem you don't know exists, and you can't change a habit you don't realize is controlling you. Awareness is the foundation for all personal growth because it shines a light on the patterns, behaviors, and beliefs that are running your life. Without awareness, you're operating on autopilot, repeating the same routines and expecting different results. A cycle that leaves so many people feeling stuck and frustrated. Think about it. How often do you stop to evaluate why you do the things you do? Most of us go through our days reacting to situations driven by habits and impulses we've never consciously chosen. The way you start your morning, the way you handle stress, the way you interact with loved ones, these patterns might feel like they're just who you are, but they're not. They're habits you've developed over time, often without realizing it. The first step to regaining control is pausing long enough to ask yourself some key questions. What are the habits currently shaping my life? Are they serving me or are they holding me back? What triggers these habits, and how do they make me feel? When you start to reflect on your actions with curiosity rather than judgment, you begin to uncover the root of your behaviors. And right now, the mainstream media just wants you to focus on the trade wars. Who are your friends? Who are your friends? Awareness isn't just about identifying the bad habits. It's also about recognizing the small, positive habits that can propel you forward. Too often, people focus on what's going wrong instead of building on what's going right. When you take the time to notice the good, you'll realize you already have seeds of success within you. You just need to nurture them. Becoming aware of your habits also means paying attention to the environments, people, and emotions that influence your behavior. For example, are you more likely to procrastinate when you're feeling overwhelmed? Do certain people in your life encourage unhealthy habits or inspire better ones? Awareness helps you identify these patterns and gives you the power to make intentional choices. It's important to understand that awareness isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing practice. You need to stay curious about your thoughts and behaviors, checking in with yourself regularly. Journaling, mindfulness, and honest conversations with trusted friends or mentors are excellent tools to help you stay in tune with your habits and emotions. Once you are aware, the next step is to take responsibility. Awareness without action is useless. Recognizing a harmful habit is the first step, but the real transformation happens when you commit to change. This doesn't mean you need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start small. Replace one negative habit with a positive one. Celebrate your progress, no matter how minor it seems. As you cultivate awareness, you'll discover a deeper connection to yourself. You'll gain clarity on what truly matters to you and align your actions with your values and goals. Over time, this alignment will create a sense of purpose and fulfillment that goes far beyond just breaking bad habits. So as we wrap up, let me leave you with this. Awareness is the most powerful tool you possess. It's the key to unlocking your potential and designing a life you love. Pay attention to your habits, your thoughts, and your emotions. Question them, challenge them. And when you find something that's holding you back, remember, you have the power to change it. Awareness is the first step, but it's the step that sets everything else in motion. Take it boldly and watch your life transform. Your standards define your habits. The standards you set for yourself dictate the quality of your life. Your standards are like the invisible line that separates what you are willing to accept from what you are unwilling to tolerate. They are not just about what you hope for or dream of. They are about what you demand from yourself. And here's the powerful truth. Your habits are simply a reflection of those standards. Think about it. If you have a standard of health that says I only eat food that fuels my body and makes me feel strong, your habits will naturally align with that. You'll plan your meals, stay hydrated, and avoid junk food, not because you have to, but because it's simply what you do. On the other hand, if your standard is I eat whatever is convenient, your habits will reflect that too, grabbing fast food or skipping meals entirely. The difference between thriving and merely surviving comes down to the standards you set. High standards create high-quality habits, while low standards allow mediocrity to creep in. It's not enough to want success, health, or happiness. You have to demand it of yourself. Here's the problem most people face. They set their standards too low. They settle for good enough rather than striving for what's truly possible. They tell themselves stories like, I'm just not a morning person, I'm too busy to work out, or this is just how life is. But these stories are not facts. They're excuses that justify staying within the comfort zone of low standards. If you want to elevate your habits, start by raising your standards. Decide that you will no longer tolerate anything less than excellence in the areas that matter most to you. This doesn't mean being perfect. It means committing to the process of growth and holding yourself accountable to a higher level. Your standards are influenced by the people you surround yourself with and the environments you place yourself in. If you spend time with people who have low standards, their behaviors will inevitably rub off on you. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who demand more of themselves, their energy will inspire you to level up. Choose your influences wisely. They play a significant role in shaping your habits. The key to setting higher standards is to make them personal and deeply meaningful. They should reflect your core values and the vision you have for your life. If your standards are based on what others expect of you or societal pressures, they won't stick. But when your standards align with your identity and purpose, they become non-negotiable. Take a moment to reflect on this. What areas of your life are you settling in? Where have you accepted mediocrity when you know you're capable of more? Once you identify these areas, commit to raising the bar. Don't try to overhaul everything at once. Start with one aspect of your life and build momentum.